Hey everyone, and welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are going to be tackling something that I think pretty much everyone struggles with sometimes. It's productivity.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But we're not just going to be, talking about like tips and tricks for getting things done.
Right.
We want to go a little bit deeper today.
Absolutely.
Really look at the mindset, the thinking behind it all.
Yeah. And, we're diving into another great piece from Mindset Rebuild,
Oh yeah, love Mindset Rebuild.
which is a fantastic resource for anyone who's, really busy, feeling that pressure to do more all the time.
Creators, entrepreneurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyone who just wants to find a little more balance and actually thrive.
Exactly. And you know what they remind us of is that it's not just about getting more things done, it's about working smarter, not harder.
Yes. And that has to start with understanding, those sneaky little productivity pitfalls that we all fall into sometimes.
Oh, yeah, those things that trip us up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to unpack today.
Yeah, we'll break down some of the key strategies from this mindset rebuild piece and,
Yeah.
we'll throw in some of our own insights too.
Totally.
Maybe even, challenge a few assumptions along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you're ready to ditch the overwhelm, reclaim your time, let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first pitfall, time management, mindset rebuild. They threw out a statistic that just really grabbed me.
Okay.
Most of us are losing almost an hour and a half every day
Wow.
to low-value tasks.
No way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, that does resonate with me.
Does that resonate with
Oh,
you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to get caught in that whirlwind of busy work,
Oh, yeah.
emails, meetings, little tasks that feel so urgent, but they don't actually, move the needle forward.
They don't matter.
They don't matter. And, before you know it, the day's gone. You
Yeah.
haven't tackled the things that truly matter.
Right. And that's exactly what Mindset Rebuild is calling out. This tendency we have to focus on being busy rather than actually being productive.
Yeah.
And they have this really interesting tool to help with that called the Eisenhower Matrix. Have you ever heard of this?
I have. It's a classic, but it's a good one.
It is.
It's all about categorizing your tasks
Yeah.
based on urgency and importance.
Right.
So you have these 4 quadrants:
Okay.
urgent and important, but not urgent.
Yeah.
Urgent, but not important. Then, of course,
The ones we love.
neither urgent nor important.
That's the one.
That's the one.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Because for those tasks that fall into that last category,
Yeah.
the ones that are neither urgent nor important, Mindset Rebuild says, and I love this, just trash them.
Just get rid of them.
Isn't that liberating?
Oh, it's so freeing.
Let go of the stuff that's not actually serving us.
It's a game changer because, let's be honest, we all have those tasks lurking on our to-do list.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ones we keep putting off because we know they're not really crucial. But they're still there taking up mental space.
Exactly. And by really consciously making that decision to just trash them,
Yeah.
it frees up so much time and energy
Absolutely.
to focus on the things that really matter.
The things that move the needle forward.
Exactly. Okay, so we've tackled time management,
Right.
the power of prioritizing.
Yeah.
But there's another pitfall that I think trips up a lot of us,
Okay.
especially entrepreneurs: delegation.
Oh, yeah.
It can be so hard to let go of control,
It can.
especially when you've poured your heart and soul into your business.
Absolutely. It's like handing over the reins to your baby.
It is. But Mindset Rebuild makes a really good point.
Okay.
By holding on so tight to every single task, we're actually limiting our growth.
You're totally right.
Right.
Yeah.
We think we're helping,
Mm-hmm.
but we're actually hurting ourselves in the long run.
Yeah. I remember when I first started out, I was so hesitant to delegate. I
Yeah.
thought I could do it all myself and that it would save me money.
Yeah.
But in reality, it was costing me so much time and energy.
And sometimes even quality.
Oh, for sure. Because when you're spread too thin, you just can't give your best to every task.
Exactly. And so Mindset Rebuild, they suggest starting small with delegation.
Yeah.
Maybe just one task a week
Just one to begin with.
to start with.
Something you know you can comfortably hand off.
Yeah, something simple like scheduling social media posts or managing your inbox, or even just like researching a topic for an upcoming project.
Absolutely. And think about all the resources that we have now that weren't available just a few years ago.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Virtual assistants, freelancers, all kinds of automation tools.
It's amazing.
There are so many ways to get support without breaking the bank.
And that brings us to the next pitfall
Okay.
that Mindset Rebuild talks about: not fully embracing technology and automation.
Yeah.
I think there's this fear sometimes that embracing tech means sacrificing creativity or control,
Right.
but it's actually the opposite.
Totally, it
Yeah.
is. It takes those repetitive, mind-numbing tasks off your plate
Okay.
and frees up your mental energy
Yeah.
for this strategic creative work that really excites you.
The stuff you actually started your business to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, it's like having a team of tireless robots
I love that.
working behind the scenes so you can focus on the big picture.
And they highlight some really great tools, too,
Oh, yeah, they do.
like Trello for project management,
Yeah.
a Notion for note-taking and organization, Zapier for automating those repetitive workflows.
Those are great examples, and the good news is most of these tools offer free trials
Oh, that's awesome.
or freemium plans so you can experiment and see what works for you.
Yes, without a huge financial commitment.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about time management, delegation, the power of technology,
Mhm.
but what about goals?
Ah, yes.
Mindset Rebuild has some pretty strong opinions on goal setting.
They do.
What did you think about their take?
Well, they're really big on avoiding those vague, overly ambitious goals.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that sound good on paper, but they don't actually give you like actionable steps
Yeah.
to actually achieve them.
Yeah, it's like saying, oh, I want to be a millionaire next year.
Exactly.
But like how?
No plan.
Yeah. No real plan.
And then, we just end up feeling discouraged and overwhelmed because we haven't made any progress.
Right.
So instead, Mindset Rebuild suggests, breaking down those big, audacious goals into smaller, more manageable chunks. So it's
Right.
more achievable.
They actually recommend working in 90-day sprints,
Yeah,
which I think is brilliant.
I do too.
It feels focused and achievable, but it still allows you to make,
Yeah.
significant progress over time.
And it's about, setting yourself up for those small wins that build momentum and keep you motivated.
That feeling of checking something off the list.
Oh, yeah. We all love that.
The best.
And those small wins, they really add up to big results over time.
It's like training for a marathon. You wouldn't just go out and run 26 miles on day one.
Oh.
You would start small and build up.
Slowly increase your mileage.
Exactly. Over time.
And I think that actually ties in nicely with the next pitfall that Mindset Rebuild talks about.
Okay.
The importance of continuous learning.
Oh, yeah.
They actually call it a superpower for entrepreneurs.
Interesting.
I love that.
What do you think about that?
I'm all about it
Yeah.
because, in today's world, things are changing so fast.
All the time.
All the time.
Constantly.
That if we're not constantly learning and evolving, we're going to get left behind.
Yeah, that's true.
But it doesn't have to be this huge time commitment.
Right.
Like Mindset Rebuild, they suggest just, 30 minutes a day
Okay.
to listening to podcasts, taking an online course,
Yeah.
whatever works for you.
And it can be something you actually enjoy,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Listen to an audiobook while you're working out.
Yeah, or commuting.
Or commuting, exactly.
Well,
Or take an online course on something that you're really genuinely interested in.
yeah.
The key is to make it a consistent habit,
Yeah.
not just something you do, when you feel like it.
Make it part of your routine.
Yeah. And I think that actually segues perfectly into another big topic that Mindset Rebuild dives into: work-life balance.
Oh, yeah.
Something I know so many entrepreneurs struggle with.
For sure, myself included.
Me too.
It's a constant juggling act, isn't it?
It is.
And Mindset Rebuild is so refreshingly honest about it.
They are.
Like, they actually debunk that myth of hustle culture.
Yes.
And they really emphasize the importance of rest and downtime for sustained productivity.
It's true. I love that they call out the dangers of burnout
Oh, yeah.
because, let's face it, if we're constantly pushing ourselves to the limit,
Yeah,
we're eventually going to crash and burn.
absolutely.
And that doesn't benefit anyone.
No, it doesn't.
It's like running a car without ever changing the oil.
That's a good analogy.
Eventually, it's going to break down.
It will.
You have to take care of yourself
Yeah.
if you want to show up,
Yeah.
for your work and for your life.
Absolutely.
And they have some really practical tips
They do.
for creating better boundaries between work and life.
Yeah, like what?
Things like setting hard stop times for work,
Okay.
scheduling downtime, just like you would a meeting with a client,
Yeah.
and committing to at least one no-work weekend per month.
I love that.
It's amazing, right?
Those are all such great strategies, and it's about finding what works for you. Maybe for you, it's starting your day with a meditation practice or
Yeah.
going for a walk in nature to clear your head.
Yeah.
The key is to just prioritize those activities
Right.
that help you recharge and refocus.
Okay, so we've covered time management,
Right.
delegation,
Yeah.
the power of technology,
Yes.
continuous learning, work-life balance.
A lot.
It's a lot, but there's one final piece of the puzzle
Okay.
that Mindset Rebuild highlights, and it's all about tracking your progress and making adjustments along the way.
So important.
What resonated with you about that? I think it's the regular check-ins that really speak to me.
Yeah.
Like taking a step back maybe once a week
Okay.
just to kind of, evaluate how things are going. Identify areas for improvement.
Yeah.
Really set your focus for the week ahead.
It's like having those progress meetings with yourself.
Totally.
And they can be so insightful.
Yeah.
It's a chance to celebrate your wins, but also to, honestly assess where you might be getting stuck.
Totally. And it doesn't have to be anything complicated.
Right.
Just grab a notebook.
Yeah.
Jot down a few thoughts.
Just a brain dump.
Yeah. What's working, what's not? What do I need to tweak?
Yeah. Or even just talk it out with a friend or a colleague or a mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes just voicing those challenges out loud can really help you see things more clearly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And speaking of support systems, there's one final aspect of Mindset Rebuild's approach that I think is so important,
Yeah.
especially for entrepreneurs.
What's that?
The power of community and connection.
Oh, yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in that hustle
It is.
and forget that we don't have to do this alone.
Absolutely. It's so true.
You know?
I remember when I first started my business, I felt like I was on an island, working long hours, feeling overwhelmed, and I didn't really have anyone to talk to about it.
Yeah, I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
And I think that's where, finding your tribe comes in.
Your people.
Yeah, whether it's a mentor, a coach, a mastermind group, or even just a few close friends or colleagues who really understand, the entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
Having that support system can make all the difference.
I think so, too. It's about having those people in your corner who believe in you,
Yes.
who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate those successes alongside you.
And it's not just about receiving support, it's about giving back, too.
Oh, for sure.
Sharing your own experiences, offering advice and encouragement to others.
Yeah.
It's all part of building that sense of community.
It's a reminder that we're not alone in this journey.
Absolutely.
There are so many other people out there facing similar challenges.
Yeah.
And celebrating those triumphs, too.
So if you're listening to this right now and you're feeling like you're struggling on your own, reach out. Connect with other entrepreneurs. Join some online communities.
Yeah.
Find a mentor, or even just start a conversation with a friend or a colleague who's also on this path. You'll be amazed by the difference it can make.
I think that's such a powerful message to end on.
It is.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a lonely journey.
It doesn't.
By embracing community and connection, we can really tap into a wealth of support, inspiration, and accountability that can fuel our growth and, help us achieve those goals.
That's what Mindset Rebuild is all about.
It is.
It's not about some magical formula for overnight success. It's about those small steps each day.
Yeah.
Building those positive habits, finding that balance that allows us to thrive both personally and professionally.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Yes.
And remembering that we're all in this together.
Well, we hope this deep dive into Mindset Rebuild has given you some actionable takeaways.
I hope so.
And maybe a renewed sense of hope and motivation on your entrepreneurial journey.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for, more inspiration and guidance, be sure to check out Mindset Rebuild at mindsetrebuild.substack.com.
Until next time,
keep learning,
keep growing,
and keep building those incredible businesses.